My guy, Mike.
Chris.
Is it Mike? Michael? What do you prefer to go by?
Go by Mike.
All right, I dig it. I'm in it. My older brother's name is Mike, and so that's my road dog. So I can appreciate the namesake.
There we go.
Dude, I wanted to pick your brain. I just saw a post that you posted, I think it was today. You got the keys to the house.
Got the keys, man.
You got the keys to the house. Talk to me about that roller coaster, man.
Dude, it's a fast roller coaster. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I bet.
It was 30 days. I mean, it was insane. I've been planning for the past year and a half, 2 years, honestly, about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I looked at a house on a Tuesday, put an offer in on a Wednesday. It was accepted Wednesday night, and it's just literally 30-day close, man. It's the fastest thing I've ever done. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. You got to be so stoked.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Are you moving in yet? When's the move-in date?
Yeah, so got the keys yesterday, started moving some stuff in, taking, bags of stuff over today, tomorrow, and Saturday's going to be the big move.
Yeah, okay, for sure. So I do not envy the next 72 hours of your life. Anybody who's ever moved, man, are you kidding me, dog? It sounds, to be fair, terrible. It sounds terrible. But once you're in, let's fucking go.
We're good,
right?
Man.
Right?
Good.
Sick. Dude, congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
I know that it's a very hurry up and wait when I purchased my first house. It was just the timelines and I needed this piece to work out in order for that to work out. And the house I was buying, we were waiting on their offer to get accepted so that they could move out. And it was just so stressful. It was like a 24-hour timeline where 3 things had to happen at once for us to go, all right, we locked in. So I can appreciate the success once you finally make it to the other side. It is not fun.
Yeah, for sure, man. No, it was pretty smooth, man. So pretty happy about it all.
That's dope. Bro, talk to me about, not like it's a shameless plug or anything, but talk to me about Udemy.
Yeah, man.
I've used it a million times before I even knew you. I got my certs. I put my certs on LinkedIn, man. How'd you get wrapped up with them, dude? Yeah,
man. And just to give you the kudos there, man, I was checking out your LinkedIn before this and saw the Udemy certs on there. So love to see that, man.
I'm in it. It may not be a collegiate MBA, but I got my MBA, dude. Get out of here.
Got it, baby. Come on. No, I love it, man.
the game.
I love it, man. Just like you, man, before I joined Udemy, I was taking courses on Udemy. So I was already familiar. Dang. This was during the pandemic. I was making a shift from car sales. Wanted to get out of that. Hated that lifestyle. 80-hour work weeks on a car lot. Not about it, right? Got to make a shift. Started taking courses online. Found Udemy, and then just lucky enough, man, by coincidence, irony, anything like that you want to say, man, my ex-partner was working with someone who works at Udemy, and she was like, "Hey, if Mike wants to get into tech sales, he should come work at Udemy." I said, okay, well, say less. I am all about that.
Bro. That's so fire.
Yeah, got in, and it's been a really good 3 years. Just hit my 3 years 2 weeks ago. So
dope. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Bro, I got to tell you, I didn't even realize, or not that I didn't realize, I didn't think about Udemy in a capacity like your commercial sales, you go after the big guns. I didn't think about Udemy as a product for a company. I thought it was just for slapdicks like me that, I didn't want to go to a 4-year college, and it's I still wanted to learn. I was hungry, so just on my own accord, tossed in a couple ducats to the system, was able to pick out some courses and went from there. But what does that commercial sales world of Udemy look like?
Yeah, that's the cool thing about Udemy, man, because it's tailored to both. You're tailored. You got the marketplace. Go buy those one-off courses. College isn't for everyone, but a lot of people want to learn. They want to build those skills.
Yeah.
There's also those companies that, they want to attract talent. Those kids coming out of college, that don't have that real world experience, within coding, and they can give that to them. They can retain talent, by offering that L&D and say, hey, look, we're investing in you. We want to keep you here long term. Take some of these courses on AWS. Let's get your coding skills up. It's a skills-based org is what we like to say here.
I like that.
Always learning.
And bro, the cool thing about you, and again, this is not a plug, just like you, I actually used the site. It was something I actually got. So now I'm just curious off the cuff.
Sure.
Dude, it's not nobody's creating these courses. Like I know that there's probably a partnership. Anybody could upload a little 5-deck, whatever, 20-minute course, but you got like real professionals, real intelligent. Like I think that MBA course that I took, freaking professor at Harvard or something like that. You've got like real accredited people that are putting up their courses at an insane rate to be able to share that type of knowledge. And I think that's the dopest thing that I could have found. It's not a nobody. It's a super somebody. And so hell yeah. Like I said, I'm MBA'd up just because of my access to the site.
Let's go, man.
That's crazy, right? Dude, take it if you can. That's dope. Shit, man. What else? Like I said, I was spying on your life, so I ended up coming up with a ton of questions. Oh, U.S. I have to look at my notes. I got bullet points. U.S. Air Force.
Yes, sir.
When the hell did that happen, dude? Talk to me about that.
Dude, that was so that was straight out of high school. I mean, that's probably the best decision I ever made.
Yeah.
You know, I realized early on college wasn't for me.
Right. Me too.
So yeah. Same boat, man.
Hashtag you to me, baby.
That's it, man. You to me all day. Yeah, so went in the Air Force. Ended up having a 4-year career there. Stationed down in Louisiana. Not the good part of Louisiana, though. I'll put it out there, man, because Shreveport.
Oh,
you know,
Shreveport.
So we're not hating on Shreveport too much, you know. I don't want to hate on too much on Shreveport. You know, I met some good people out there.
Okay.
But man, not around anything. 4 hours away from New Orleans, a couple hours away from Dallas.
Dang.
But man, met some really, really good people in that military. Loved it.
Sick.
Learned a lot of great stuff. A lot of good ethical stuff, and you know, helped me for the better.
Yeah, well, yeah, man. Discipline, like, dude, I mean, in my post when I'm not allowed to join because I'm beyond the age limit, I wish that I had joined the armed service or some type of service in that capacity, just for like discipline, accountability. Like, you know, I was an animal when I was in high school, and so that probably would have been the perfect time to like have somebody say, "Hey, young man, like, you're going on the wrong path." How long were you in for?
4 years. So 2011 to 2015.
Dang. Were you in Louisiana the whole time?
The whole time, man. That's part of the reason why I got out.
That's right. I need to dip out. What was your position? What were you doing over there?
So the title is Security Forces, which is essentially a mix of law enforcement and then security for the flight line, for the planes and everything like that.
Okay, dope. Patrolling the base and whatnot, making sure there's no shenanigans going on.
Exactly, man.
That had to have been sick. And some sick jets, I would imagine. I grew up like going to air shows like Miramar and San Diego. I'm all about that jet life.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we had the B-52 bombers. So
get it,
the big
just
planes,
monster wingspan, just these black,
those
just
big
snipers,
ones,
dude.
Yeah, you know, we had those, and we had the jets. We had the A-10s.
Okay, the A-10s, dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
So it was cool, man.
Mean, bro. Just mean, just aircrafts. Get out of here.
Yeah, man.
That's sick. That's so sick. Well, shit. I want to segue back to sales. What do I want to segue over to? I want to segue back to sales. Because now, just as a value component, do you got inbound leads at Udemy, or are you mainly prospecting and outbounding?
Yeah, you cut off there for a second. I think I got the whole question though.
Yeah.
So it's a mix. You know, we have a really good structure where we have a really solid inbound team. You know, we're very lucky. I know that a lot of companies don't have an inbound team where the AEs have to typically go and prospect everything themselves.
Yeah.
So we're very, very lucky here. They do a great job. They're sending, 2-3 inbound opportunities per week for us to work. Outside of that, you can't just rely on inbounds. You got to do your own prospecting. You got to do your own work. And that's been a big focus for me to start this year. And that's what's helped me really be successful so far to start the year.
Dope. What's your approach? Are you using items like LinkedIn, or are you cold calling? Like, how do you get in front of these dudes?
Yeah. It's big on emails, actually. So when I first got into Udemy, you may know him. A lot of people know him on LinkedIn, Kyle Coleman.
Of course I know him. Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend.
That's right, dude.
I learned everything I know about emailing from that guy on LinkedIn.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
Got to give him that shout out there. But yeah, emails, LinkedIn messages, cold calls, triple threat.
Okay. Dang.
You gotta do the gambit.
Yeah, you gotta play on all verticals for sure.
Yeah.
Dang. Emails, huh? That's wild. I try and keep my cold emails short. That's like my only little secret sauce is just keep it so short and then, try and drum it from there. When you're cold calling though, and this is controversial, are you about the permission-based opener, or do you just go into it? Like, what's your approach?
I go straight into it, man. You ask for permission, you're giving them the option to say no.
I think I'm on the outside loop. I was talking to my buddy Jacob last week, and well, actually, he made a good point. He said, if you're dealing in the SMB market, permission-based opener, a little bit of humor. Like, everybody follows that guy Giuliani, who does the permission-based opener skits.
Yeah.
I think there's a pocket for it, but when you're playing in commercial enterprise, you're talking to a VP of revenue or a chief of growth. You don't want to come in all willy-nilly. Hey, you got 15 seconds, so you want to throw your phone out the door? Like, you really got to hit them strategically. No, you feel me. You've heard it before.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's crazy. Would it F you up if I was like, yo, give me just like your go-to first 15 seconds if you were to ring me?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let me hit it. All right, ring. Hey, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris, this is Mike calling from Udemy, man. You got a good 15 seconds for me to tell you why I'm calling?
Yeah, let's roll it up, man. What do you got?
Oh, man, hey, dude, I saw you're on, you work over at Cedar Financial, calling from Udemy. We're all about training here. Just wanted to ask you one quick question. What are you guys doing for training?
Is that your hitter? What are you guys doing for training?
Straight to the point,
Dang, I like it.
It's either they're going to say, yo, we're doing this, or we're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. That opens the door. That's
your pocket. That's what you're hoping that they say.
But even if we'll say that they do have someone for training, that's door A. Cool. And we could still walk through door A and ask. Now we can ask more questions. Who are you guys using? Can you tell me something about it? It's not about always winning on that first cold call. It's just about information gathering.
Mic drop. Bingo, dude. Bingo.
Yeah.
I love, I'm not a cold caller. I was in a past life, but I'm very much about the discovery. Like, I'm just curious as hell. And then I'll be able to figure out, if there's a fit or not.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so wild. I'll tell you, today, in fact, was my very first day ever of trying this. See all these LinkedIn guys talking about posting or doing a video into a DM, like super specific, calling them by name. So I got into the office early today. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try 10. And so I took my cell phone out, and it would be like, hey, Mike, this Chris, honestly saw that we were connected on LinkedIn. And so just wanted to shoot you a video, kind of formally introduce myself. I see that you're doing XYZ. To be fair, really just want to learn more about what you guys are doing over there. If there's an opportunity to collaborate, that would be so dope. Let me know. And then boom. And so I sent out 10 of those videos. Took forever, because I was fumbling my words, had to remember what company they worked for so that I could just nail in the specificity. But you know what? I sent them out at 8 a.m. today. I got 2 meetings already, and it was just a sample size in a 10. Who knows if the meeting pans out? But the first thing both of them said was yo, nobody has ever sent me a video message that specific before. And I was like, I hate LinkedIn sales coaches because I think that they're all just full of crap, but they may have been onto something here, so I might have to jam out a few more of those videos.
It's a new wave, man. That's a new wave. And think about it too. If that takes you 30 minutes total, 45 minutes total, you get 2 responses per day. That's huge.
That's monster, right?
Yeah.
One of them's already locked into calendar.
Let's go.
It was monster. Yeah, dude. I was pleasantly surprised, and now just kind of kicking myself at fuck, dude. I post all these videos on my regular feed. Why would I not try and slip into someone's DMs, make it a little more casual and specific? So that was my nugget that I learned today.
Hey man, I might have to steal that one. That's a gold mine right there.
Let me know, dude. Do 10 and let me know what your results are.
I got you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sick, man. Well, look, bro, I know that we were short on time, so I'll go ahead and let you get out of here, but I appreciate the opportunity to rap with you. And man, looking forward to collaborating. We got a ton of really cool stuff on the docket, and I'm trying to get you involved.
Appreciate it, Chris. I appreciate you, man. This has been awesome. Looking forward to the next time.
Hell yeah. Let's run with it, bro. Great to see you, Mike.
You too, man.